Well, one thing I wanted to ask you about is the births. Because you remember quite a lot about when we were all born, and weights and so on.
Oh, I can't remember how much they weighed.
You can't. Oh, yeah. What about the boys? What time were they born? Remember that?
I know Jack's July.
No, Mum. Your kids.
Mine?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
You don't know their birth weights.
Yeah, the twins were 4'4" and 5'4" in weight.
Yeah.
Liz was 6'4".
She was heavy then.
On her own, yeah.
Decent, so yeah.
And then you were 6'2".
Mm.
And Liz.
You said Liz. Did you mean
Jane, I meant.
Uh-huh.
Liz was 6'1".
She was a bit smaller then.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, she was a month before Tom anyway.
Yeah, she
so
was.
So was the twins.
Yeah, that's very common with twins.
Mm.
What about the times?
Times. No, just let me think. It was about 2 in the morning with the twins.
Yeah. They were 12 minutes apart, wasn't it?
Yeah. 10 minutes, I think, apart. We've got it on their birth certificates anyway. Now, I think one was born at 3, one was born at 10 past.
Mm. At 3 in the morning then.
And now you were born early morning. It was something past 7, but I can't remember exactly the time.
Oh, not so very early morning then.
No.
That's a decent time to be born, wasn't it?
Mm. Yeah, I was a long time with you.
Yeah. Oh,
that shouldn't have been allowed. That's what caused the trouble with Liz, really.
Oh, was it? I didn't know that.
That's what the specialist said.
Uh-huh.
That you shouldn't have been in labour so long for your last baby. Because he'd
Oh.
come and ask me all about it.
Yeah. I didn't realise I was a difficult birth. And it's the first I've heard of it.
Yeah, you were. From the Sunday morning I started, and you weren't born till the Tuesday morning. And I was in agony most of the time. They had me twice up delivery room. In the end, you were born in the bed.
But I didn't know that.
Well, I'd been through so much pain, I didn't realise what was happening.
Yeah.
Then when you came, you were in a bag. They had to cut you out. I remember them cutting scissors off. What are you doing, you know?
And what about Jean and Liz for times?
With Liz?
Jean and Liz. What time of day?
Just a minute, I'm trying to think of Jane. I've got a feeling Jane was visiting time in the evening.
What was visiting time?
1 minute. 6 to 8.
So, yeah. Oh, she came in the evening. That was good of her. Got a night's sleep then.
That's what you think.
And Liz, of course, was a cesarean, so...
Oh, God. Wouldn't want that ever again.
Well, you won't have it ever again. A lot of women ask for it nowadays.
I know.
They don't want to be there when the baby's born. So what time was she, Liz?
In the morning.
Working hours, yeah.
Yeah, about 9:30, I think it was.
Yeah. I don't remember you bringing her home from the hospital. I do remember you not being there. Because
When I got home, you wanted to come and sit on my lap.
I bet I did.
Because you were my baby for a long time.
Yeah. I missed you. Missed your cooking too. Grandma Ryan came round and cooked for us, and Pop did what he could, but he was no housekeeper.
Mum was rotten to me really then, because she'd come in and said about the washing and one thing and another, you know, because I was in there longer than anyone else.
Yeah.
And she complained about this and complained about that, and the state I was in, I thought, I'm mother doing this to her, you know. But that was Mum. Mum never showed us any love, nor Dad if it comes to it. We were just there.
Mm.
We were to be seen and not heard.
Yeah, well, that was the attitude towards kids a lot those days. Yeah. But you had each other. You had the other kids. You had the other kids.
Did I have the other
No,
kids?
when you were a kid, you had your brothers and sisters.
Yeah. I had to mother them a lot anyway.
Mm. Well,
Len,
it was probably very good for them. Might have been good for you too.
Len, I did a hell of a lot for him. And he'd forgotten about it anyway.
Oh yeah, but
It's funny, boys
made a
don't
difference
remember
to him.
so much as the girls, funnily enough.
it made a difference to him then. Probably made him a gentleman.
Mm.
Because he was a gentleman, wasn't he? Then?
Yeah, really. He didn't realise though what I did for him when he was a kid.
Yeah.
The Christmas before he died. Yeah, I think it was a Christmas before he died. We were there on our own because Mel went to Liverpool with Helen, university. And he left me at Len's and then picked me up on the way back.
Yeah.
And we got talking a lot, and he asked me quite a few questions. I said, don't you remember me pushing you in your pushchair day after day, making you blow your nose? Because you always had a snotty nose. I said, me putting me fingers through your hair, because Mum never brushed it or combed it when they went out or anything. And I used to make you look quite nice in your pushchair. Pushed you here, there and everywhere.
Well, you got some practice in anyway, didn't you?
It's a wonder I ever really wanted any myself. But there we
Yeah,
go.
well, Jack, for example, might have been a different sort of person if he'd had a bigger sister to look after him.
Might have been. He was a bully, Jack. I can't understand how Leo's put up with him all these years, and it must be 50, 60 odd
It's
years.
quite a few years, yeah.
Yeah.
What sort of games do you used to play with your brothers and your sisters?
I used to have marbles, we used to have tops, we used to have hoops, bit of stick, running along the road.
They're still the best, those sort of toys.
Oh yeah, definitely.
How thrilled Melian was with that kite we bought in Sweden.
Yeah.
A computer game's just ordinary, but a kite is real fun.
All those were, we used to, these old tops, we used to get wobblers, we used to call them wobblers. That was like a mushroom. Then we had, oh God, what do we call the big fat one? I can't remember, but we had a name for it. And we used to have chalk, and we used to make all patterns on the top. And then of course as you spin them, the patterns stood out like this.
Oh yeah, yeah. Yeah, well, the things that Melian liked best when she was little were very simple to us, like a little kaleidoscope
Yeah.
I bought for about 10p from a Russian in the marketplace. She just loved that.
We never had a lot of toys, believe me, we didn't. But we made up a lot of ours. Our fun. And when we used to be out in the summer when we were school holidays, we'd be out all day long in the fields, in the woods.
Yes, I did that with Martin in Egg Lane. It's the best fun to be out in the woods.
Yeah,
Lovely it was. Chasing rabbits and stuff like that.
yeah, that's true. Finding birds' nests and mushrooms.
Yeah.
When it got towards the end of the holiday,
Yeah.
we used to find mushrooms.
Kept pets, didn't you?
Yeah, we had bantams.
Not exactly pets, but...
No, that's right. Well, we had a rabbit.
Mm.
But then the rabbit was supposed to have got out and I think we ate it for dinner. Good job I didn't realise it, but I'm sure it's what happened to it.
Oh, you didn't realise it at the time? I thought you did.
No, I didn't. No, it was simple, but I don't ever remember saying I'm bored or hungry or anything. I mean, we probably went to bed hungry, but we just had our breakfast, and if we were in lunchtime, if not, Mum always cooked a meal at a time, mostly rabbit. Can't taste, but can't bear the smell of it now. And if anyone killed a pig or a goat or whatever,
Yeah.
that everybody'd get a bit in the village, you know, most people would get a bit in the village.
Like Iffy's village.
That's right, yeah.
Yeah. I've seen the pictures of some of the old houses you used to live in, cottages, might seem to be quite recently. I didn't know there were those pictures about. That was when you visited it with Bet, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He was a miserable stuff.
Well, it's a bit unfortunate because I don't suppose we'll be going there now. We talked about it a bit before, Lynn, so it would have been too much for you though. You weren't feeling well.
It probably would have been, because this last year, 18 months, and of course it was the tablets and I didn't realise that.
Yeah.
Because I thought it would be a bit much going to Lynn's, but anyway, we went. I was glad to get back home now. And she gave her bed up for me, bless her, and
She's like that, yeah. She's good, Lynn.
you know, Jeff had a heart attack.
Yes, soon after that, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's lovely now. She really is, you know, she's real fun.
Mm.
Whereas when she was a young girl, she used to be ever so shy. And,
Yes, she was.
ah. We had a little chat, you know, he said all the years that are different, you know, how we change. Because I had a lot to do with Lynn, not so much with Julie.
That's a funny thing, but I remember Julie rather better than I remember Lynn. She got quite attached to me, Julie, when she was about 2 or maybe 3. I know, I used to play with all of them, the 3 girls together, but I don't remember so much of Lynn, for some reason.
Oh, I had her when she was about 6 weeks old. I had her for 2 or 3 weeks. Good poor old Jeff, she was young anyway. And of course she hadn't got the feeding properly put down, she was crying all the time. I had the 2 of my Liz and Lynn in my bedroom with me.
I remember Lynn and Julie too, they were over our place a lot, but I don't remember any of the details about it. I know they used to stay quite often.
Yeah, they used to, when we were at Story too, they used to come Easter, Christmas.
Oh lovely, didn't know that.
Oh yeah.
I know they were over there because I saw them 77, and they've been around for an hour or so, and I said to Liz, well, aren't you going to introduce me to your friends? And she says, Lynn and Julie. I looked at their faces, oh. So it is. Because they've been half that height the last time, or less the last time I'd seen them.
Yeah, they used to come in and we used to get the meals, and I'd find 2 or 3 bits missing, and I thought, what the bugger's up to? And let it go on for 2 or 3 days, and I thought, right, because they're all in Liz's room, you see, and they'd put all bits and pieces of food in their lockers, and they were having a midnight feast in there. I crept in on them.